The other story that was constantly talked about, and one I didn't find anywhere near as entertaining or interesting, but here we go. That's right. Let me turn this down a bit.
Who are you?
Who are you? Okay, let's go to theater mode.
Who do you serve?
Who do you serve?
All I have ever known in my life, our land,
Beautiful
our
Japan.
customs,
Ooh, customs.
my family,
My family.
burns in the name of unification.
That karate kick, so no. You got beat up. I like this cut. Where instead of chasing areas. Whoa, whoa, who's this?
You are still a frog in a well who knows nothing of the sea.
It's a black
The
guy.
ocean's filled with new ships, but they all come from the same river. Greed.
Greed. It's greed's behind it. Which is ironic coming from Ubisoft.
Vengeance.
And you, will you continue down that river?
Gotta show off the
Or
dreads.
choose another path beyond what we see?
Then we must look for it together.
The most diverse
We
cast.
must learn to trust. Rebuild.
Look, mommy. That man's black. Well, why is he winking at that little girl?
Blade.
And then, of course, it couldn't be a trailer with some really inappropriate, like, pop music. For our fight scene here.
I said, who do you serve?
Oh, I love this line coming up. You serve. Oh, that's the last person you want to run into in the woods.
Shadows.
Give me a wallet.
That served the light.
Assassin's Creed DEI. Come available for pre-order now. Is it? Look at this. Whoa, I can't wait to pre-order it. Well, let's see. For $70, I get a pre-order bonus in the base game. Wow. Oh, for only $109.99, I get the base game pre-order bonus, the season pass, and 3 days early access. Whoa. For a single player game, that's really cool. Or wait a second, for $130, I get the base game pre-order bonus, season pass, 3 days early access, and the ultimate pack. But wait, for only $18 a month, I could sign up to Ubisoft Plus and get everything for just $18 a month. Wow. Where do I sign up? Let me get my credit card out for this garbage. My God. Just like if you remember Outlaws, I almost forgot the Star Wars game already. This is triple A gaming at its finest here. These absurd guys enjoy this sub-quality, subpar game for $70, or just give us $130 for it. Why not? You like video games, right? You don't hate black people, do you? This is by the way, you know the game's gonna be good. Who else could write a gritty feudal samurai story like this woman? I could just tell. She probably, read Sun and Steel probably like 5 times. The Hikagare, she probably just could recite it in her sleep. I'm sure of it. Who would not write a good this is a lead writer for Assassin's Creed Shadows. So if you're wondering if it's going to be good, you shouldn't judge a book by their extra large cover. But it's not a good sign. Let's just say that. And then, of course, Ubisoft's stocks went pretty well. And then here's Sid Alpha pointing out that it's slightly deceptive. And then they show, here's a 1-year look at it, ooh, it's not doing too well. Ubisoft. Oh, here's the 5-year. Yeesh. Ubisoft. What was Billy Pratt's favorite tweet? Look how high this was at one point, and just Ubisoft might be shutting down at some point soon if this doesn't reverse. Holy smokes. They may be getting acquired. This is from Park Place by John F. Trent. Plummets 15%. I'm never really someone to say oh, their stock plummeted, X amount over the few days, because that does it all the time. Stocks go up and down, but of course this 5-year trend seems like it's going just straight down. So it's always I'm always really suspicious of them saying, "Oh, look at it downfalling it because the Black Samurai guy." Somehow the people are responding. Stock prices definitely represent the will of the people. That's definitely something that happens. Hit 20%, then plummeted. I think it's because I think they also missed a sales report. Plummeted 50% as company released its first charge of Assassin's Creed. And of course, this I think is the bigger thing. Reported it missed forecasted sales figures. Well, they'll definitely make it up with this guy, for sure. A woman and a black guy. That's exactly what most people want to play in their Japanese game, or their Western game set in Japan. Predicted quarter bookings would come lower than expected. Company did try to be optimistic about its future, so they're really banking on Assassin's Creeds and Star Wars Outlaws, as it really ramps up the DEI here. They can't just have a cool male protagonist, because I think even the Black Samurai, whose name I forgot, the one Black Samurai ever in Japanese history, to save them. I think he's actually going to be second fiddle in his game too. Oh wait, hold on, it's Yasuke. I'm pretty sure he's going to play a supporting role to the female characters, because, this is who's writing it. So I'm predicting that it's going to star a woman more than anything. And it appears he's going to be a supporting character. Maybe he kind of shows up to do some more fighty missions. And that's it. She's a mentor to this young girl. Assassin will not require an internet connection to install. It will require an internet connection to install, but you won't need to be online after to play. That's good. The only dogs hear dog whistle. That's a good quote. How's it going, X-Runner? So, I want to share some early information. Will not require a mandatory at all times. Will be needed to install the game, but you will be able to play the entire journey offline. Wow, thank you, Assassin's Creed, for giving us a feature that has been available forever. So don't worry, guys. We won't make you connect to online all the time, just once to start it, so we can download some patches or something. Hey, how's it going, Nuke? Good to see you. This California motherfucker claims to speak for all of us when he's an American Korean who probably has a long-standing beef with an invasion that happened to his ancestors 100 years ago, like all these slacktivists do. Not even the cultural awareness to get a Japanese columnist to write up the smear piece instead. I'm effing Chinese and I still have more empathy than this asshole. Shameful, despicable, considering despicable colonizer bullshit. Once again, smothering actual Asian opinions. So this guy's not... Let's read this. I haven't read this IGN article yet, so I don't know how bad it is, but we'll find out together. Let's not pretend we're mad at the new Assassin's Creed Shadow Samurai isn't Asian. It does nothing for Asian representation to have another samurai hero. Oh, okay. This is by Matt Kim. Hey, Santiago here. Probably just a gender choice like the past 4 games. I don't know. Ubisoft has finally announced its long-awaited Assassin's Creed game set in feudal Japan. Oh, you think like you'll be able to choose the gender of this character, the assassin? We'll see. Ubisoft's long-awaited Assassin set in feudal Japan, subtitled Shadows. It follows dual protagonists, a ninja named Neo, and a samurai based on the historical black samurai Yasuke. Yasuke, there we go. While it's a known issue that Asian representation in Western games is severely lacking, I find it hypocritical and laughable that we're only talking about the need for an Asian protagonist. Now it's been revealed Assassin's Creed Shadow will star a black samurai. Oh. This misses the forest for the trees, while I'm always advocating for more Asian men in AAA games. I'll be the first to say that better representation isn't going to be found in yet another samurai hero. So I guess this is the crux of his argument here, that making an Asian dude a samurai isn't real representation. Enough with the samurais. Ubisoft decided to focus on Yasuke, a historical figure, is a smart move. Oh, it's smart. And it's that there only was all the other historical samurais to base it on. And it's set in Japan would otherwise be frankly hard to distinguish from some recent open world samurai games. And if I wanted to see an Asian samurai protagonist, I don't have to look very hard. Oh, okay. So like, it's Asian samurais, that's old hat. But black Asian samurais, that's where it's at, you know. That's the new stuff. We've had too many Asian samurais anyway. We need the black guy, the black samurai. Are already a path well trodden. There's Sekiro, katanas here. If only there was a reason all of these, there was so many of these samurai games, that a lot of which have been successful. It's almost like people really like samurais. It's almost like they're really cool. My personal favorite, Muramasa Demon Blade. I don't know. Maybe there's a reason people keep going back to that well. I can go on and on. It's difficult to come up with any conclusion that the limited imagination of they're just not imaginative enough. I mean, why use a trope, a well-loved trope, you know, when you could just, I don't know, put in a black, maybe they need like someone else, some sort of weird samurai. It's difficult to come with any conclusion than limited imagination. Maybe just have a farmer, a farmer from feudal Japan where he just fights with a hoe or something like that. What do they want here? And maybe have a cowboy that doesn't use guns. He uses actually, that's probably would be cool. He uses now, why have a cowboy with guns? You know, why have that? Why is that a thing? Why can't we just use more imaginations? We're still the complex. Why have knights? You know, why do so many games have knights in it? Why is that a thing? Shouldn't we just use can't we just use some more imagination and come up with like a knight that's not really a knight? I don't even know what this argument is. We're still a complex character. We're so wonderfully brought to life in shows like Shogun are often distilled to their simplest form in the game, especially those created by Western studios. Led Sekiro utilized the samurai to tell a nuanced story about overcoming fantastical challenges, provides a glimpse of street-level heroics in Edo Japan and Western development games. Failed to hit a similar level, they're just not complex enough. Often fall back on child tropes of honor and stoicism. Everyone hates those tropes. Man. A good old honor and stoicism, heroics. Why have that? Why have those guys? Honor. Things like honor and why have values? These tried and true values that resonate even today. Why bother with those in your story? Those old tropes. Why not make them gay instead? That'd be cool. That's only accounting for games that try to tell the story using their samurai protagonist. More often than not, the samurai archetype is a vehicle for combat. Oh, I hate that. Combat first, eschewing any kind of natural narrative flavor for a cool sword and a top knot. Considering hero games like Overwatch that feature two kinds of samurai, a ninja for their Japanese cast. All the flowers of Ghost of Tsushima is beautifully rendered open world combat, blah, blah, blah. But Jin has as much charisma as a wet piece of cloth. Oh no. The sort of silent, stoic protagonist. I hate when they have those things. I need a guy that's emotional and cries a punch in between fights. That's what I want out of my video game. Wow, cool sword. I don't know if I want to continue reading this. So he didn't even mention he didn't mention the Black Samurai again once. Is this his entire argument? Let me see if I can find. Oh, let's see. Control F. Black. Wait, that's it? You only mentioned black twice? What does this to do with Yakuza? Almost nothing. So let me go to the final thing and try and figure out. I find comments saying is a missed opportunity to represent even more Asian protagonists embarrassing as an Asian man. As an Asian man. That's a white dude, I don't care. I don't see us having the roles we're expected to have. I want the roles we have not had before. I would love the next Alan Wake style horror game to have an Asian protagonist, or Star Wars to follow. I want to appropriate your white people's culture. It's to follow in the footsteps of the Acolyte and have an Asian lead. What if, whoa, guys, what if Star Wars had a samurai Jedi and it started an Asian dude? Wouldn't that be cool? Wait, no, we can't have that. A space samurai is still a samurai. When I push for greater diversity in games, it's not so that the next AAA samurai game will star an Asian protagonist. It's so that the next Naughty Dog game or the next hero could even, or hell, even a Final could imagine an Asian hero. Wait a second. Aren't like all Final Fantasy characters Asian? Am I crazy here? I thought those other guys looked kind of Asian. I'm not crazy, right? I mean, Cloud looks kind of Asian. I mean, he is blonde, I guess. But what the hell? Nope, sorry. Let me but that oh wait, hold on a second. We're not quite done with the let me bring up this last. I assume I have this in for a reason. Oh yes, of course. You know, so like any criticism of this, there's always these activists, black voice actor, that need to defend this stuff because they know like the DEI is a gravy train for them. They know that, so they're going to do their best to make sure that it keeps flowing. Deep breath, just say you don't like or want to see black people in your media. Sick of bigots trying to dance around and just admit you're racist. What did you, just admit it. So we can move along your day and block you. Your resident DEI VA signing off. What? You don't want a black guy as a samurai? The one black guy that's ever existed in Japanese history? You don't want him picked out for the Assassin's Creed game? You must be racist. This is Sid Alpha. I've yet to see anyone upset with black people in games due to their skin color. It comes down to covariant factors and In this case, it's the first Japanese-themed Assassin's Creed ever, but the main character is not Japanese. No, this time, well, I mean, that's debatable. I think the woman is actually the main character. No, this time it's the first time Ubisoft chose to make the MC an actual historical character who is a black man. Yes, the Japanese are pissed. Yasuke was a big, strong, and highly intelligent man. This is true. This is known. I don't know if that's actually true. His personal story is ultimately tragic. A slave purchased by an Italian Jesuit, brought to Japan by the same Jesuit, was made a sword bearer by Oda Nobugawa because of the color of his skin and the novelty that invoked. Was extremely wealthy and was given extreme wealth and prestige, even worshipped as a god by some because of the extreme novelty of his skin color. Nobunaga and his entourage were ambushed by an enemy general. Nobunaga lost due to cultural norms. Nobunaga was forced to self-delete. Yasuke hightailed the fuck out of there back to Nobunaga's son Oda. I'm probably pronouncing this wrong. Nobunaga, whatever. The very same general that just recently dunked. Nobunaga did the same with. Good God! So this guy, the son, I can't say these names. Self-deleted. So this guy died. His son died as well. Yasuke was brought before the victorious general instead of requiring Yasuke self-delete. You know, the sort of sabuku or whatever you call it. I think there's another name for it. Was still deemed an outsider. Bear in mind, served both of these for a mere 15 months and was spared. He was put back into service as a slave to the Italian Jesuit, and that was that. He was completely forgotten after these events. He did nothing to distinguish himself outside of the color of his skin, which is ironic, being a never-before-seen novelty to the people of Japan, and was completely forgotten. Meanwhile, countless hold place of esteem across the gaming sphere, but sure, it's all about racism and bigotry. You moron. It's actually pretty funny. And that is one of the things, like, this he's only historically known because he was like the one black guy. That's his accomplishment. It's not like, you know, Miyamoto Musashi or anything like that. There's no like fame and glory or any sort of like grand story involving him. It's just, wow, the one black guy in feudal Japan that was a samurai. That's amazing. But that's it for that story. I mean, I just can't care about this stuff anymore. I mean, Ubisoft their games are already such crap. I've never ever been a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. I know some people are, and I feel bad for those people because it sucks to watch a franchise just decline so hard. You know, but I mean, you look at this stuff, and you just like, how do you not realize that it's over? You know, it's over for Ubisoft. They are just scraping the bottom of the barrel at this point, trying to milk whatever fans they have for as much money as possible. You know, maybe it'll be a decent game, but I just cannot believe for a second that it is that's going to be that good.